Mothmen, 1966. We choose our own adventure in the world of the cryptid. With Petri also failing to seduce them, rolling only a 2. How unfortunate. We start up. Starting with our man right here in the middle, Holt. I press enter to continue. Here we are at Holt's. 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. Of the 6 cards face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. So 5 red in all, and 9 black. You have no more moves, so you have to bet now. I gamble on the red card. With so many black cards drawn, it feels natural to choose red. Slime, hello, welcome. Seduce Mothmen, rolling a 7. People are being very successful at seducing the Mothmen, huh? Roll to seduce, break Mothman's heart. I think Nightbot was still gathering up their dice, so they weren't able to immediately roll for you. He has high standards. Mothman, please! Numbers should be on your side. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. I step away with my mop. You can't bear losing again! Oh, it's too much! I lose all the time! Even when the numbers are on my side, I just lose. Oh. You think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win at solitaire for over 60 years? Did she... Over the course of 60 years, did she never win at solitaire? Oh, Grandma! Oh no! You take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Solitaire, take it back! She always tried her best! Oh, Grandma! Oh. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. The winter Elsie taught you to play solitaire. Your parents and sister had been dead for almost a year, and you'd already begun to forget their faces. What happened to my family? Grandma is a fucking idiot. Dagnardio, you can't say that now. This is a serious moment, and you're laughing at Grandma. Dude. Okay, so life just sucks for MC here, huh? Tone set. Look at him. He's crying. Sometimes you just get that one solitaire game. And Grandma got stuck with that one solitaire game for 60 years. Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe and even dress her, it still feels like she's the one taking care of you. Grandma? Oh, Grandma. You know the ones, the type where you're constantly undoing moves, taking 5 steps forwards and then 6 steps back. Ugh. Calling it Grandma is dead, taking bets, but it says I'm still taking care of her. She's gotta be okay, right? I don't go back home to just a skeleton of Grandma. Oh no. What if Grandma was the Mothman? You close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. Hang on, what? Suddenly, the bell rings and you feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. Stop it! I'm trying to have flashbacks here and think about my grandma. I gotta have a moment. Give me a minute. Ugh, alright. Probably should check on who's here at the shop. I look through the window. Those fucking kids. The first brat is followed by 2 more. They step on the hose and activate the bell for a second and a third time. God dang it! Those fucking kids. Hey, you! What are you doing over here, you goddamn brats? Get lost! You never buy anything, you just make mischief. Get the fuck out of here, you little assholes. Stop it. You don't know what comes over you, but you yell some things at them that you're too ashamed to remember. Get the fuck out of here, you goddamn goblins. You justify yourself thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night. Did I get robbed? Did these children rob me? Get off of my lawn! Oh. And stole some parts of the replica machine gun you're building! Not my replica machine gun! Caco's family upstairs like, what the? You won't let anyone mess with your project. Oh, I watch Cringe. Thank you for gifting a sub to Wormy. I robbed you. It was me. No, Emily! Give me back my machine gun parts! How else am I supposed to go like at all of the wilderness animals if I don't have my machine gun parts? Dude. The Winnin's steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. My collection? Am I a cool gun guy? I put on my sunglasses and I'm like, yeah, I play solitaire with grandma while I hold my machine gun. The kids yell at you, old freak, and laugh, sheltered by the distance. Old freak, man! You're old! Look at all of your wrinkles! Ancient old man! Ah ha ha! Your grandma could never even win at solitaire! Ha ha! Cardlet! Dude, what the frick? Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine gun you were worth stealing? Anyway, that guard dog's been brought over in a few days, and you'll be able to stop worrying. What? Did I buy a guard dog? Just to keep my guns safe there? My replica guns? Me upon receiving a gift sub to my favorite intro streamer. Oh, heck. Oh, jeez. Call some she-bears on them biblical style. I would, but right now I need to go check out my hose. Hang on. I look at the hose. You think about what someone told you at the bar, about replacing the hose with a thicker one so that it could only be activated by the weight of a car. And what happens if the kids jump with their bikes and land on top of the hose with one of the wheels, you asked? Kids are always going to find some way to bust your balls. God dang kids. I go back inside. I try to calm down. Fury boils inside me. I could power the steam machine guns with how angry I am. Unbeknownst to them, you actually took kung fu lessons as a team and proceed to kick their asses. I couldn't kick their asses, though. They had bikes, and there was a big distance between us. There's no way I could catch them, even if I did run really fast. I look at the shelves and think of the solitaire your grandma taught you. Your grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win this solitaire, you have to stop dancing. Chip. You heard Grandma. No dancing. She never won. You're right. Should we take solitaire advice from Grandma if she never won? Why should we listen to this advice? They called you old, your youthful confidence was too in shambles for kung fu. But I could have channeled my anger, right? Is there a Mothman society? I hope so, because that would mean there's a lot of Mothmen. So a lot of people who could romance that way. Reanimated bit. Hello, welcome. Is this how old people think? I don't know. Should we go find an old person so that we could interview them and find out? You know that the chances of winning are incredibly low. Almost zero. Is it really that hard to win? You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card and decide to start sorting the shelves instead. I can't bear it. I'm sorting shelves. Doing simple jobs builds up your self-confidence and provides you some illusion of control. Hey, it's like me. Grab some. Okay, we can grab something from the upper, middle, or lower shelf. I aim my hand. If we go up with the upper, wait, colors. Blue, green, red. Clearly, I pick the red shelf. Oh, can, box, bottle. I like the bottle. It makes me think of blood. I go for the blood bottle. Replace something on the upper shelf. Are we doing some organizing here? Middle shelf? Man. I'm putting... Oh. I'm a professional stock shelver right now. I'm organizing my shelves. I grab the box from the bottom. We put it on the top. Swapping out the bottle. We go to the middle shelf. Swapping out the can. We go to the bottom. Putting it on the empty. Look at that. Ugh. It's so organized. This is why I'm a professional over here, chat. Go for the middle. Your back can't take it. Solitaire has a 20% chance to be unwinnable. This is why I prefer Friso and Grandma, even with 20%, an 80% chance of success. Managed to hit the 20 every time. What do Mothmen eat? Sweaters? They might not actually eat anything? Because, you know, I don't know if it's for all moths, but I think a lot of moths don't actually eat. They just don't do it. It's while they're in their larval stage where they actually eat things. So does it quite count as having a moth eat your sweaters? The Mothmen eat burgers and drink alcohol. They eat ass. Oh. I'm checking my shelves now. Good. Good. One type of product on each shelf. Perfectly organized. Uh-oh. Somebody approaches. Wait. 3 people. Oh no. Are we about to get robbed by a gang? I scratch my head. This time, sorting the shelves doesn't help. You feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. Is the card going to be red? You need it to be red. Suddenly, the air seems heavy, and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. It's the SCP Foundation. You can see their shadows falling over me. I'm sweating. Ah! The 3 men in black are staring at you. Ah! Through the window, you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Yes? You wish you'd ask them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open. This is some Super Metroid beat poop spooky noises. Well, it is 1966. What other kind of noises would they have? Or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. But that trembling, yes, was the only thing you managed to utter. The moose. The moose? After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. I don't know what the moose is. How do I give them directions to it? What's up with the moose? Imagine you walk into a gas station and the attendant gives you this look. Do you mean the look they're giving me, or me to them? Like you walk in and the attendant turns around, just like huge gasp, look of horror on their face? SCP is just Silly Creature Patrol. What if they're the silly creature? What if they're the silly critter pals? That sounds a lot friendlier. What's up with the moose? You bought a woman a whiskey. No! I bought someone alcohol? How could I do such a thing? Not in 1966! You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Silly Critter Pals is just the daycare department. Do you know of any more effective way to socialize? Or Holt, he doesn't know how to socialize. All he knows how to do is buy ladies alcohol. He looks at a woman and he goes, oh heck, oh jeez, what do I do? Oh, I'll buy her a whiskey. Ooh, enhanced. You told her the dream about your grandma. Yes? A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night. And even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way these men in black ask their questions makes you uneasy. Is Martha one of their daughters? Did they not like my antics with Martha? These people aren't real, they're your subconscious shame. Oh no. A lot of these things are making me think our character's not okay. Well, what do you want to know? She's the Mothman. Forget about Mothman. It's Martha, man. Martha? Martha? Oh no. Granny in the forest. With the wrench? One of the men farther back lets out a cracking noise. You look at him believing he's laughing, but the man in black's expression doesn't change. What? Why do you want to know? No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. Okay. Well, my grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years, but in the dream I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning. And don't omit any details. My laugh sounds like cracking. Yeah, sure. What, something like that? Imagine if somebody laughed like that. I guess they would be a witch then, right? You don't know if it's the way they look at you, or because of a certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. That's just Marge Simpson. If I laugh hard enough, I genuinely start cackling. What if you genuinely started crackling and your voice just started getting a bunch of static in it? Mothmen just based on 3 dudes who aren't very good at socializing. Why do these government nerds want to know about your dream? They want to figure out how Grandma managed to fail at solitaire for 60 years. That's what. How does somebody have luck that bad? You ran up to her room and Elsie wasn't in bed. The window was wide open. You ran to it and saw someone walking through the trees. It was her, and she was holding a rifle of the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. You tried to call out to her. Your grandma started running and shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You were about to go down to find her when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in front of the window and screamed. Is this gonna have turned out to have not been a dream? You thought you were dreaming all this, but no. Grandma was actually suddenly not paralyzed, and boom! Mothmen appeared. You stumbled backwards, and after hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream almost instantly. You went up the stairs 2 at a time and opened the door to her room. Your grandmother slept peacefully. On the bedside table was the glass of milk you bring her every night and the deck of cards she uses to play solitaire. Oh, I'm a wholesome grandson. I bring her a glass of milk every night, dude. I love Grandma. I wish Mothmen would visit me. Same. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream, even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come from. That's a little bit peculiar. That's a little bit strange. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. The spots on her legs predate her birth, Holt. Oh, the predate her birth? Excuse me? Like when she was in an ethereal pre-babe form? She had spots on it? What do you mean, man? While on the fetus? Is that what they're referring to? While she was still in womb, she had spots? I don't understand. What? What is he talking about? Is he referring to the dozens of moles on your grandma's legs? And what do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same joke when you sponge her calves.
Are you thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's?
According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War when his legs were ripped to shreds? Oh. The Winnin's steam gun, son. A machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. Oh, is that the one that I was That's what I referred to when I was saying my prized possession in my collection. You think about the replica you're putting together in the workshop, and you wonder if it was the men in black who had stolen those pieces. Is Grandpa the Mothman? I hope not, because that means the Mothman is dead and I can't date him. The gun shoots your descendants through time? No, I'm just building a replica. But yes. The time gun. You're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. Huh? You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. Is it from the card pile I was too hesitant to draw? Or are we about to find out if it's red or black? The top card of the deck! Oh no, Chet. Red or black? We said it was gonna be red. Are we right? Are we wrong? The crunch horrifies you. Not my card! The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simply paper. Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. I have to know what it was! Your heart is pounding. Ooh. I peer up over the counter. You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose. Bell rings. What the fuck? The art in this is fantastic. Honestly, that's why I had started following this Mothman game. I forget who it was. There was somebody that I follow on Twitter that retweeted this game while it was still being worked on, and I was like, oh my god, I love this art. And so I've just been following them, and then I wishlisted it on Steam when they finally put it up there. God damn, it wasn't always really cool to see their progress pics of the game art as they were working on it. Ooh! Jack of Diamonds, Chet. It was red. Red! I knew it. You think about the edge one of the men in black tore off. And you remember the noise he made when he chewed it.
That looks like a 5 of diamonds to me. Diamond, 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 diamond.
How did he change it from a 5 to a jack, though? This was his grandma's cards, though. Oh, no. Was it a threat? A warning? You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened or just keep your mouth shut. And keep playing solitaire with a marked card. Oh, yeah. Now I'll always know which one is the Jack of Diamonds, huh? Basically, those guys just ruined my solitaire card deck. Alright, time for the next character, Lee. If the men in black were hungry, they should have just bought some gas station snacks. Seriously. And I think a bag of chips is going to taste way better than a deck of cards. He bit the jack off. God dang it, Gooblin.
Well, time for a car ride. Whee! Now we're Lee. What's wrong?
I told you. It's nothing. That damn pause again. There's something she's not saying. Music is also a bit louder here. Go ahead and turn that down a bit. It's very unsettling to hear like this music. Like there's almost a cheeriness to it, and then turn it off and all we hear is car sounds. And it's like nervous sweating. It changes the atmosphere a lot. She's the Mothman. Calling it. Time for these kids to have sex in the car and get killed by Mothman. A classic. But what if Mothman is also a hip teen like these guys, and he wants in? That damn pause again. There's something she's not saying. The Mustang purrs. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. Mothman says, "No premarital sex!" Petri. The sound of an engine hides no secrets. Is music still too loud for you, chat? Should I put it there? Is that a better level? Impossible, then he'd be a moth teen and not a moth man. Silly Caco. I guess you're right. I guess he is going the Petri route then, and he's hopping out at teens and saying, "Hey, no premarital sex, you wild kids." Lee, you're right. You bite your lip inside. Why is everything so damn hard? Victoria settles into her seat. Let's start over, okay? Where are we going? Well, if we're starting over, I might as well answer her question, huh? It's a surprise. Please? No, Vic. Have some patience. But I want to know where we're going! You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles, and you think this is the best gift in the world. I love her laugh. She's like, and I'm like, oh, please. For a moment, you forget all of the previous discussions, your obsessions. A giggle, a friendly gesture. Making someone feel good ain't rocket science. You look at the clock and can't believe your eyes. You left your house on time, but you're pretty late. How could... You step on the gas. Lee? Lee! You scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Stop it, Victoria! Stop backseating me! She's giving me a hard time. I
hate being backseated, chat. I'm mad now.
Lee? Why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? You don't need to be passive-aggressive about it, Victoria. But she's in the front seat. Not for long. You take your foot off the gas.
Thanks.
You're trying your best. You really think Victoria could be the one? The one. I fade out and it emphasizes her face. Your dad once said the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples form when people get tired of looking and just give up. Dad! I think my dad might have had a bad relationship with my mom. My dad just looks over at mom and is like, perfect woman doesn't exist. Dude, dad sucks. Me IRL. Oh no. You remember your mother's rants, all those women's names she rattled off as if they were part of an endless grocery list? Oh no, is my dad also a serial cheater? Oh my god. Dad does suck. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue?
Yes!
Oh, Victoria! Victoria looks into your eyes and you feel a warmth on your face that takes you by surprise. You felt the same thing the first time you saw her in college. You keep looking at her for a few seconds that seem like forever. She has a booger! God dang it.
You're ruining the moment!
It was supposed to be heartfelt! And now you're just pointing and you're like, hey, you got a little, let me just, I got it. It's okay. Let me just, okay. Eat the booger for her. Emily. And hello there, Aunt. Welcome. What? Do I have a Chet. They knew. Where? Yeah. You can't help laughing out loud and have a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. God dang it. Alright. Give her a clue about the origin, the date. Ooh, the myth? I give her a clue about the myth. Kiss that booger. Two sides. Kiss that booger or just don't kiss the booger. One would be a source of superstition, but we're talking thousands. A source of superstition, huh? A black cat? Victoria looks at you expectantly, desperate to be right. Cold. It happened 100 years ago. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. Oh, the end of the Civil War! Look, she's so excited about it. No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Oh, let me think then. It's the perfect opportunity. You get rid of the booger without embarrassing her, and you get a tasty snack. Win-win. Go, Glenn. Blech, bleh. Gross. Ew. You're running out of time. There was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? I just got here, we're feasting on boogs? Nice. Oh, dang it. Duke Cateron. Hello, welcome. What a horrible day to know how to read English.
Can I go back to robot, please?
Gooblin is doing what we call digging for gold. It's one of them real crunchy boogers, so she asks if you're eating chips. No! This is why we love Victoria! Chat, please! I can't believe this. Stop! Awful. She's a snack in more than one way. Help! This is why she's the one! We can't get enough of her boogers! No! Freezing cold. And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? Hey. Hey chat, wink. Are you ready to go on our cholera outbreak date next week? Can't wait. Reach at 7, chat. Caco holds up her X card to indicate she can't continue this conversation, but then the government agent eats it. God dang it. Alright, time for the clue about the origin. It comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture for you to complete the sentence. You just shrug. It comes from far away. I mean, that could be anything. Guess then. The circus? Thanks, Victoria. No, Vic. Just give me a minute. Yeah? You won't guess it unless... You reach out to open the glove box and Victoria grabs your wrist. Victoria? Better leave it to me. She opens it. Okay, we got a flashlight, a notebook, map maybe? Victoria opens the glove box and examines its contents. I can't wait for the intense watery diarrhea from the cholera date. Oh boy. What about a typhoid tryst instead of a cholera cuddle? Imagine just an entire date? Botulism buddies? An entire date just themed around diseases and the like. Jesus. A folder, a box, and a flashlight. Or wait, that's Victoria reading it. A folder, a box, and a flashlight. What are you looking for exactly? Look at the box! Victoria takes out the box and opens it. Apparently that was the box. I guess this one's a folder. Let's see what you've been hiding. I imagine if both parties are doctors, a disease date could get pretty steamy. I somewhat question that, but at the same time, you think about all of the comments and stories about doctors boning the nurses in hospitals, huh? You think about saying something, but you instantly regret it and keep your mouth shut. Spare change, a lighter, a pack of cigarettes. Nothing to worry about, I reckon. Keep looking, please. Okay, how about the folder? Victoria opens the folder and examines the documents. Some papers, insurance details. Do you want me to read some of this? You shake your head. Look under the flashlight. A book. I was right, it is a book. 1966 Shelby Mustang. The car handbook? No, not that. What else? Oh, there. See if there's something more there, Victoria. Keep looking for this, paint scrub. No, Fuzzy, not while we're driving the car. Oh, jeez. Babe, is that a highly infectious disease in your pocket, or are you just excited to see me? God dang it, Cruzgo. I already got everything out. Oh, 1 second. There's this, too. Victoria stretches out her hand, and you finally grab the mat you wanted. It was folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking and Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts away the folder, the box, the flashlight. Vic, you know I like it tidy in there. I wag my finger at her. Ha, very funny. Vic flicks through the book she found. Red Badge of Courage? Haven't you read this book 1,000 times already? You know she's testing you. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. The novel that portrays the area you're obsessed with like no other. What the hell is this? Uh-oh, Victoria's not happy. Look at that grimace. Suddenly, you remember you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of your classes as a bookmark. Oh no! Oh no! But wholesome too. Imagine, here's Victoria over here and she's drawn a picture of us and she gave it to us and she's like, it's not very good, but here you go anyway. I guess you can, or maybe it's more like she drew the sketch and she's like, it's terrible, and I over here look at it and I'm like, but I love it, it's so good, it's great, Vic, and she's like, no, stop it. Well then can I have it? Fine. And then I take it and I start using it as a bookmark, but she hates the drawing. It's a nude. Draw me like one of your Frenchmen. Vic. A wink. Hey Victoria, I drew you a fursona. I saw a TikTok the other day of someone that was like, I can draw. Somebody insults me, I draw them as a fursona. You now can never say that you don't have a fursona. And I laughed. A sketch she begged you, with tears in her eyes, to destroy. And you swore you already had. I knew it. See, she did that sketch and was like, it's terrible, you have to get rid of it. And I, Lee, loving Victoria, found it so wholesome and I loved the picture. So of course I didn't actually destroy it. Vic, I'm sorry. I swear. Watch out! Oh! Oh no! You swerved to avoid a shape in the road. Victoria looks back. Lee? Uh-oh. We almost ran that thing over! You put your hand on Vic's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road, please? She's doing it again, telling you how to drive. You hate it when people do that. You grip your fist a little bit harder on the steering wheel now. You can feel your blood boiling. At least this time she came right out with it instead of just saying Lee disapprovingly. Okay, but is she wrong though, Lee? Dingus.
Drive, let
Ooh, I grip the steering wheel harder. You try to control yourself, but it's hard. It's not just this last thing, but the buildup of all the small gestures. You take the map and throw it on her lap. No, don't be so mean! That map is heavy! You could injure her! What if she gets a paper cut? Victoria raises her arms in disbelief. The Leonids, Victoria. We're going to have dinner watching the Leonids. Is this a movie? Cat people? Getting bad vibes from Lee. Well, if we look back at what our potential home life might have been, maybe. Meteor shower? Maybe. Is that what the Leonids are? I don't know. Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. He rolls his eyes. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower. Hey, Emily, yeah, you're right. a phenomenon associated with the passage of the Temple-Tuttle comet every 33 years. Victoria keeps staring ahead. They're a cyclical meteor shower. Oh. In 1866 was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move? The rare nerd jock. Well, we are history majors. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with thousands of stars shooting through the sky. She hates it! What if she's afraid of meteors and I never knew? Oh no. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? I'm out. She opens the door and jumps out of the car. Shut up. Huh?
Yeah, well, it's 1966 and I got my cool 60s car and cool 60s 12 gauge. It's like a normal 12 gauge, but with a piece and load sticker. Now I'm ready to hunt Mothmen, man.
Actually, it's pronounced Mothmen, man.
Shy Guy, thank you for the bits. And hello. This is a good date. I'll take it if Victoria doesn't want it. Hey, Victoria, you don't want the meteor shower date? We've got a replacement if you want to bail. You've never heard that tone before from her. Oh no. She's really mad. Just keep quiet until we reach. She pauses as she examines the mat you threw on her lap. Held? Holt Station? You feel your heart pounding. Your hands are shaking. That's what she wants? For you to keep quiet? For you to not say a goddamn word? Your hands grip the wheel tight. All the preparations you made for tonight. Your friend Freddie had worked out the ideal place to see them in all their splendor, away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the area, you didn't hesitate. But now, Vic had ruined it. Vic, you ruined the date? You just had to get mad and say shut up. And you had to start backseating it. Maybe, yeah. Bad vibes. If she ruined it, fuck you, Lee. Yeah. Oh! Whoa! What the fuck? Something hits the Mustang antennae. How? What are the chances? What the hell is that? Stop, Lee! Stop! Okay. Oh, they both ruined it? Yeah. We stopped the car. You slam on the brakes. Instinctively, you would put a hand in front of Victoria to keep her from hitting the windshield. You get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. Oh no! The animal had hit the antennae and somehow got entangled. What? This is a bad omen, chat. This is such a bad omen. Batman! No! Batman died! Oh no! Is that what's gonna happen to Mothman now? Dude, you can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Is it an omen or just an unfortunate accident? Our date isn't going well? Now, between those two comments, I'm gonna say it's definitely a bad omen. Don't bats have some advanced echolocation system? Like a submarine sonar? What starts as a simple grunt in your throat emerges as a helpless scream? Fuck! What? This is what I get for trying to do something different. Should have gone to the movies. Lee. Vic's whispering. It doesn't take long to see why. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped the car. This was a bad omen, chat. Over there. The coyote is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Maybe just carefully grab the bat, throw it out for the coyote. Vic, we got this. It's Archon. Woof. It's not interested in us. You point to the dead bat. They're scavengers. You hear a growl that quickly multiplies. Is there more coyotes? Get back in the car! What? Why are there so many? Are they all here for this bat? Holy shit. Were they just waiting in the woods this entire time? Just get back in the car. It's not the first time you faced coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. When I say run to the car as fast as you can. You try to recall all the advice you've heard for situations like these. Make lots of noise, wave your arms around. Oh, one's getting closer. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture, hey, we want one on this side of the car. Yell at that one. Yell at the coyote in the center. Get him away. Another coyote advances. You look into its watery, bloodshot eyes. Yell and gesture. Yell at gesture. On this side of the car. The one to my right. To my right. No! Oh no, I yelled at the wrong one! What? And then Lee died. Encouraged by your screams, the rest of the coyotes joined the feast. Oh. Retry? Oh. I didn't. I wasn't sure if it was just going to continue on in the story and be like, well, I guess they're dead now. Alright, round 2. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. I suppose then we're looking at it from this direction. I think I was interpreting it more like we're looking this way and that coyote was on the right. So we're going to yell and gesture again. This side of the car. So that means if we're looking this way would be the coyote on our right. And this one's on our left. Alright, it's advancing again. I yell and gesture. This side of the car. Center! Ah! Get away! Oh, another one approaches! No! Get back! You! That was the one on my left. Ah! Ah! Oh, they just keep... Ah! 3 of them? Oh, shit. 3 coyotes advance at once. Yelling or waving your arms around won't be enough this time. Of course, the hood of the car. We bang on the hood of the car. The trick seems to work and all the coyotes back down. Yes, yes, no coyote advanced this time. It's your chance to go on the offensive. Quick, quick, run to the car! No! Oh. Apparently that wasn't the chance. Apparently we should have hucked some stones at them first. Caco confuses left and right, kills character who couldn't possibly have gotten it wrong. No! Imagine yelling at the coyotes and not just praying for Mothman to save me. Dude, seriously. Alright. Round 3. You, coyote! I quickly gesture. This side of the car and in the center. Oh! Oh! Another one comes out and towards me. This side of the car again. On the left. No! Back off! Another one's approaching us close. On this side of the car on our right. Stop! Get away! Oh! Multiple are coming close again. I face the car. An idea approaches my mind. I bang on the hood again. Back off, coyotes. That's right, get away from us! Quick, grab the stones, Vic! Grab the stones! I throw a stone, crouching down and finding 4 stones. You pick them up. Now, where do we want to go? I guess the ones on this side of the car. We've got 4 stones, but 5 coyotes. Do we wait to throw stone? I throw it at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Maybe this one, the one on your right. The coyote retreats in the dark of the forest. We're going to throw it again at one of the coyotes. Maybe the one in the center. Woo-cha! Aha! The other one also retreated. I might as well go ahead and huck a stone at one of these guys too. Coyote behind you to your right. I throw that one less. Uh-oh. We're out of stones. We only had 4 stones though. Oh, jeez. Oh, heck. Well, here we go again. Well, don't worry, chat. We're gaining coyote experience. We'll know how to deal with them properly in the future now. See. I resist backseating.
You hold up your finger and you're like, oh, well, you should do it this way.
Well, we have to yell at the coyotes that are trying to approach me first. We got that much covered. That means we're gonna yell at the one approaching again. Hey gamers, how's the ancient game treating us today? Well, we keep getting eaten. But hello there, TV. Welcome. Uh-oh. I don't know that Emily's gonna resist backseating. Only rolled a 4. Eat the booger. Of course. We get power from the booger. It's just like spinach.
Get away.
You. All right. This is the time where we bang on the car. Bang, 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 bang. That's right. Back away, coyotes. We quickly grab the stones. Now, when we threw it at this guy last time, if we throw it at the coyote on this side of the car and we throw it at the center coyote, it makes the other one run away. So if we throw a stone at this coyote, and then we'd be able to throw it at both of the other coyotes, right? Because we've still got 4 stones? Or 2 stones left now. Other coyote. Coyote to my behind, to the right. 1 remains. We throw our final stone. The coyote retreats and you feel more and more confident. Quick, run to the car, Vic! No! We did it. Chat. We lived. Oh, I thought 1966 and the name was when it came out. Wait. Don't comedy me out of pity. Everybody, do comedy at TV. Thank you. I roll for deception. I tell the coyotes that I am just a local stone salesman, and you rolled a 19. Wow, all right. The coyotes look at you, and they eat you anyway. The local stone salesman. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. The sky is pitch black, so I may disappear soon. Don't get struck by lightning, Welly. You get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing? Although you know the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else, you start laughing too. Oh. And then you kiss her, huh? We just had an intense coyote experience, and we start making out. Jealous? You start up the car, and the V8 roars into life. You resume the trip. Yay! The coyote saved the date! Chat, if you ever have a date that's going poorly, just get attacked by a pack of coyotes. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Coyote wingman. Lee hired the coyotes. It was all a scheme this entire time. They were staged. Hang on. Holt, Vic. We're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems a bit ridiculous now. Getting attacked by a pack of coyotes sure puts things in perspective, huh? You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. You really like to hear her whistle. I wish I could whistle. Just, Oh, look, now we're playing as Victoria. Lee turns off the car and looks you in the eye. He smiles. Whistle it. Oh, it's true. My whistles are pathetic. You can't whistle. I can the pathetic one, like the... That's my whistle. It's pathetic. It's more than nothing, I guess. Oh. Caco lore destroyed. I'm sorry. That smile seriously pisses you off? Do you hate it when Lee's happy? What's wrong with Lee's smile, Victoria? Lee, I hate it when you smile. Victoria, what the frick? I smile back. You try to return the smile, but you feel the hatred burning inside you? Victoria? I'm concerned about their relationship. Do they even like each other? Lee definitely likes Victoria, though he obviously gets annoyed and upset with her and maybe, you know, a little bit too angry. But now that we're over here on Victoria's side, I question what's up with this dynamic. But it's not just Lee. The problem goes deeper. Lee loves her genuinely and has, like, issues. Victoria, Why did you choose to smile? Why is it so hard to tell him? Oh. I think Victoria wants to dump him. Maybe she used to like him, but now she just hates him and is like, Lee? This might be kind of a bad time when all the meteors are falling, but, Wait here, Vic. See, look at his smile. She hates it. Imagine someone telling you they hate your smile. That'd fuck you up. Oh, especially if it was somebody that you loved like this, and you're like, I think she's the one. And then the one looks at you and says, don't smile. I hate your smile. Victoria used Lee as a booty call. She only dated him for free meals. Dude. Don't worry, Mothmen will swoop in and fix the relationship. I don't know that this is a relationship worth saving. Wait here. I swear you won't believe it. He jumps out. You bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. Holt? Uh-oh! What if she was actually in a relationship with Holt or loved him? Lee had written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. He'd written it by hand, and it might as well have said Hort Station or Halt Station. Hill Station, even. Lee's handwriting has always been intriguing to you. You remember that time you mentioned it to him, and he responded with a disproportionate anger? Yeah, I think Lee has some anger issues. A nonsensical rant, which involved several philosophers of language? The booger ruined everything. But I thought the relationship was founded on the boogers! And all because you've told him his handwriting was dreadful? But you now know where those reactions come from. I look at myself in the mirror. That night you two got drunk by the lake, Lee told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. Alright. After the initial surprise, you couldn't stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few minutes, he didn't want to tell you anything else. You finally convinced him to continue. Always got what I wanted just by smiling. Ugly people have to develop other muscles. I look at myself in the mirror. Unfortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. Excuse me? You couldn't believe those words had come out of the mouth of a flesh and blood human being. Maybe some poorly written character from a cheap romantic novel. But Lee's father? You picture Lee that night, throwing pebbles from the shore while telling you everything about his father's teachings. I'd rather be ugly, so I am forced to grow big and strong and beat people up. Lee's dad? A perfect woman doesn't exist, you recall the dad saying too. All that frustration. Was that the night you got Oh. Was that the night you got pregnant? Is that what Victoria was needing to tell him? Well? Victoria appears to be real shitty about insulting and demeaning Lee. Well? Curse my magnificent beauty and my unfathomably deep riches. Lee's father. You'd both been drinking. Suddenly you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. Keep in mind then too, as you even mentioned context, I point to the year, 1966. You need some air. This is some depth I didn't expect. I don't say anything. You close the door slowly. You know what Lee is like with his new car, and breathe in the cool night air. Victoria? Vic, this is Holt. Holt? Victoria. Oh, hello. You respond to the greeting, but they don't seem to care that much. Where's the Mothmen? The supernatural intrigue. You have to build all your characters out first. We're getting introduced to everybody still. You can't just slap a character on screen and then throw out Mothmen, because then if Mothmen kills any of them, you won't have any care. We have to wait for them all to die to the hands of the Mothmen.
I'm immersed.
Be right back, Vic. Oh man, I hope Victoria dates the Mothman. Me too. You see them walk away with a box they took out of the trunk. What's in the box? And from the effort Holt's putting in, it seems heavy. Pizza? I'm going, based upon this comment now, it's probably not pizza. Probably not books, maybe? Zora, hello, welcome. What's inside the box? You're not stupid. You know that Lee has some business on the side beyond his work as an intern at the university. Maybe gun parts? Maybe those could be heavy. And since Holt said earlier he had been working on his one replica steam machine gun. I wish Mothman would date Chet. Honestly, better alternative for you, huh? You heard some rumors, and you have your suspicions. However, you never did too much digging. You preferred to keep it a mystery, something to make Leah a little more interesting. And Lee is obsessed with Civil War. Yeah, so there's another layer to it, so maybe it's a... And, yeah, that steam machine gun was from the Civil War era there, so it's kind of... maybe. Earlier when I was waking up, I thought it would be really great to see Petrie do a ranking of cryptids, myth, monsters by dateability. Petrie? Take note! You light a cigarette. Would Lee be a good father? And the question that you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? Oh. The clicks repeat at irregular intervals. Small moths approach the light to get electrocuted. No, not the moths! Oh, the little baby Mothmen are all dying! Mothman C tier. Too much hair, but could fly me around princess style. Smoking while pregnant? This is the 60s. Oh. Is that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. You think of all the manuscripts you've torn up. You've tried poetry, drawing. History seemed like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. Oh. History majors in chat. Victoria thinks you're talentless. I look up to the trees, maybe? Huh? Hello? You need talent to make money as one. Yeah, but just to be a historian, do you need to be talented? Not according to Victoria. The man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? Yes, I just accidentally killed a bat a few minutes ago. For a moment, you think he is asking some kind of tricky question, and you remain silent. However, something about him tells you that he's genuinely asking. You look at the man bathed in the shine of the streetlight, and the scene fascinates you. Surreal. Some of your old friends would have said. The ones that organized poetry nights and read L'Autrement. Excuse me. You are... Oh, yes, sorry. Hi. Hill. I read this as hi with just multiple eyes. Hill. Lou Hill. He adjusts his nerd glasses. Writer. Yeah, well, she's smoking while pregnant, so frick her, dude. Ooh, Tagnorio. Victoria Greenberry. History student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? You nod. I'm looking into a dozen reports. About a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Angels? Smoke goes in the lungs. Why would it hurt baby? 60s logic. It's funny because pregnancy books up until 80s all said that smoking is good for the baby's lungs. I mean, even by extension. You know? They used to say, like, cigarettes were good for you. Cigarettes are great. Go ahead. Smoke cigarettes to help you lose some weight. It's a great idea to smoke. The cigarette companies said, smiling. Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Oh, dude, look at his pose. He's like, waching, finger pointing, holding his little binoculars, camera out, and he's like, look there at the top of the trees. It won't take you long to find one. JoJo pose. You aim at the area Lou just told you. What the heck? Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. What the heck is... I don't know what a diopter is, chat. I'm not a binocular scientist. I adjust the focusing wheel. I move it to the right. Oh no, it's worse. Okay, move it to the left. Wait. If you can't focus, try adjusting the diopter first. It's adjusted to compensate for some issues with my left eye. Try to adjust it to see the same with both eyes, then focus. Alright, so I do see they're a little bit different, so let's adjust the diopter. I have no idea what the parts of binoculars are either. Nope. That diopter changes the focal point, if I remember physics correctly. Okay, we do not want to change that one. I move it to the right. We go one more time. There we go. You can see that the two images now match with a little wavy curl there. So now we should maybe adjust the focusing. Oh, we've already gone as far to the right as possible. Let's move it to the left. Ooh! What the? Gasp. It was just a second, but you think you saw something up there. Fuck, that's no tree. Was it suggestion? Yo, is that the Mothman? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. Oh, he pulls out a little book. Could you draw in this notebook what you just saw? Does Lou have any idea who I am? Imagine just asking a random stranger to draw a picture like this, and then they draw it, and it's just this child's equivalent of this tall figure. But it looks terrible. Yes? Oh, he's so excited! Look at him! Look at his huge smile! We made Lou so happy! Dude! Any other time you'd have refused with some witty comment. Victoria realizes she hates history and wants to be a cryptozoologist. Suddenly, the scope of Victoria's life changes. I approach Caco on the street. Hi, can you draw me, please? Heck. For you? Sure. But there's something about Lou Hill that invites you to play along. I mean, look at him. You wonder if the fact that he presented himself as a writer had something to do with it. I silently was like, oh heck, oh geez, a writer? I guess we'll start with the body first. That's how I always start drawing. Small round body with chicken wings. Wide chest with short arms and wings. Human chest with huge wings. Sounds about right. Now let's draw the head. Little owl head. Huge owl head. Alien-like head. Does that look accurate? What if we redrew it? Oh, okay. Yeah, not that one. And it's definitely not that one. So we're going with little owl head. Definitely the most fitting. So now we draw the legs. I don't know about those. That didn't seem quite right. Those don't seem right either. Whoa, dude! Woof! I'm grabbing a towel and wiping my brow. Dude, Mothman is thick. Mothman doesn't skip leg day. Those are some funky legs. Damn! Does Lee do a violence on Lou taking bets? I could see it. I could see it. Mothman has been riding too many horses. He's bow-legged as fuck. We're gonna go with some weird bird-like legs. I think that fits the best. I want to see the other bodies then too. He is the Eggman. It's what he is. He is the Eggman. He's got a master plan. Wide chest with short arm. Woo, powerful. Look at his arms here. God damn. He's been dancing to Michael Jackson album and it's showing. I think definitely the human chest with wide wings is what fits the best. I think that looks accurate to Mothmen. I give Lou the notebook back. And writing some notes as well. Cryptid OC generator, if only that was the case. The spot. History, alright. Of all the choices I've made. Lou hasn't asked for them, but somehow they make you feel less anxious. Victoria wouldn't cheat on him. He's the only one for her.
Ah, yes. Cryptozoology is her passion.
What if this was how the MM showed up in your game as this drawing thereafter? That would be amazing if this did actually modify the way that Mothman looked for my game. That would be so good and would make me want to draw him differently because of that. Lou looks at the notebook for a few seconds that feel too long. You think about that time you showed your sketches to your art teacher and how he embarrassed you in front of the rest of the class? Art teacher, what the frick? Motherfucker. What? Sorry. I'm thinking back to that art teacher and I'm like, fuck that guy. Bad art teacher. Seriously. I was talking to myself. You can't help but blush. Those teachers were the worst. Yeah, like what the hell, art teachers? Especially if it is the case where it is a, say, a middle school or an elementary art teacher. High school art, still rough, but the younger you are, I feel like, and getting your art mocked as a small youth? Awful. My art teacher's one thing is that he said we weren't allowed to draw anime. Emily quickly covers her drawing of the Bishonen. Not even if it wasn't an assignment. No anime in class. Dude! I grab that art teacher's teaching degree, I cross out their name in crayon and write my own. I am the teacher now. And sick! Hello, welcome! Victoria! Huh? For once, you're glad to hear Lee's voice. For once. All good? Although he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. Lou Hill! Writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller, historian. Lee walks over and puts his arms around you, his back to Lou, silently claiming to assert dominance over Lou, to say, this is my girl, back off. Art teachers be like, express yourself, but when I draw Big Booba anime GF suddenly, it's a crime. Well, what do you want out of me, art teachers? You said to express myself. You know, he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although, it's hard for you to admit it, you do like to be hugged. Well, at least there's one positive. I might look at Lee and hate his smile, but I do like his hugs. You feel safe. You think you would also feel safe in your grandmother's arms, or in the arms of any of the other strong women in your family. My looking over here at Lee and I'm like, yeah, I might like his hug, but it's not a I feel safe in his arms because I love him romantically. It's just because I feel safe being hugged. But the heat of Lee's body, the hardness of his muscles, ooh. Oh, you remember all those biologist arguments you hate so much and you can't help but smile. Cons. Hate his smile. Hate his laugh. Hate his car. Hate his dad. Pros. He has 2 arms. Other pro. He likes to eat your boogers. Strippin has talked a lot about how serious he was about art in high school and how his high school art teacher was such a big deterrent for him to go into art because he got bad grades for being colorblind. That sucks. It's kind of like just teachers in general have a huge impact. Not even just teachers, just kind of like people in general can have a huge impact on you while you're young. Here you are in school and you always, or even in the future, people will make comments about how back in the school days they'll have had that one teacher that was super great and really inspired them, or an opposite where it's like they had this one teacher that just ruined everything for them. So, people in general affect people. It's what they do. Yeah, it's like everybody's really self-conscious or something. They just don't let you in on it. It's like you're cheating when nobody's looking. What? Come on, Vic. It's insane how many people expect children to be adults but don't want to treat them like actual people. Yeah. Or they get mad at children for not being more like an adult. It's kind of ridiculous. The same thing happened for me. My art teacher was super mean and put me off, and then they lost all of my artwork, blamed me, and I failed class. Hell. I only just started learning art again this year by myself, and it's been like 10 years since then. Well, power to you, Crab. I hope you continue working on art and that it will be a positive experience for you. God damn. Yeah. Fuck that art teacher. You grasp your art future in your hands. You move forward. If I found out a teacher, especially an art teacher, was a dick to my child, there will be hell to pay. Truly. And Alec Inc. Hello, hi, welcome. Alright, let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Alright, I close my eyes. You close your eyes and let Lee guide you. My physics teacher, who was okay with LGBT kids, had tattoos and was not part of the real conservative establishment and was really supportive of us weird kids, was a huge positive influence on me as a kid. That's awesome. See, for as many bad, shitty teachers as there might be, it is very nice when you have the opposite and have somebody like that instead. And then you quietly hope for more of them. Alright, now open them. Oh. Oh, did he set up a little picnic spot? They've got a little table. He put a little vase with some flowers in it. There's a picnic basket. I think Lee's smile looks... Now, I'll of course comment. We obviously don't know much about their relationship. It seems like they've got some toxic issues brewing. We've got Victoria over here, who is also pregnant, adding another kind of a wrench in the works here, you know, so, Lee setting up a happy... Well, here's Lee setting up a happy picnic. Oh, and Alec Inc., thank you for following. So, what do you think? Is that... Wait, this is probably that guard dog that he was talking about. I hope it's a friendly guard dog. Or at least isn't going to say, come untied and attack us like the coyotes? Vic, I wonder what sort of shady business he's doing. Also Vic. Ugh, he's smiling again. So, what do you think? A romantic dinner for two under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. That's a good dog art. It is. Honestly, look at him. I pet the dog. Oh, wait. I really pet the dog. You instinctively put your hand to your belly. And when you realize it, you quickly put it in your pocket. A moth dog? Or... oh no. What's that other cryptid animal that eats goats where the name absolutely escapes me at the moment? D20. Pet dog without getting bitten. Rolled a 6. Ouch! That's it, yes. El Chupacabra. What if that isn't a dog? What if it is? The Chupacabra. No. El Chupacabra. Oh no! You look at the dog tied to the post. Ooh, I look at its fangs. I sweat nervously in El Chupacabra. The dog growls into the dark. Good boy? Are we swapping over to Holt now? Next chapter? Oh, we are. It's Holt time. You've known Lou Hill for a few months now. The first time you talked to him was at the Moose. Lou was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. I'm assuming then that the Moose must be a bar, right? Because that's what those dudes had asked me about earlier. And since that's where I made the comment about buying the woman the whiskey, I suppose the Moose is the name of the bar. Next chapter, dog. If only. Lou was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. Nobody would talk to him. But before going to the restroom, you went over to his table and suggested he buys people a drink first. When you got back, Lou was already talking to Rick and Stella, their tongues sufficiently loosened. Lou raised his glass in your direction and smiled. Although it wasn't you who gave him the nickname, you still feel a little guilty. Since that night, most locals refer to him as Lou Refill Hill? Is this some sort of joke about him getting super drunk and drinking a lot? Getting a ton of refills on his alcohol? There's like a chain of special membership bar club things in the US called the Moose? Maybe not as common as I was thinking? Were they more common in 1966? Refill, he gives you drinks.
Wait. What do you recall about the encounter with these men in black?
You smile. What does he mean? It had only been a week. They're using him for free drinks. Aw, jeez. That's why he feels guilty. Yeah, sure, Lou. We'll tell you anything you want. And they start clinking around their empty alcohol cup. The little ice cubes. Kind of making a little bit of a sound. Clink, clink, clink.
Refill this!
Goblin, stop! You think about how to answer. You know Lou. He loves asking questions. So you're going to tell him one thing and one thing only. No follow-up questions. Just one, Lou. Tell him about your grandma's legs. Tell him about how one of them bit a card. Tell him about the dream about your grandma. Hey. Refill this, paint scrab. I indicate that in the direction of the absent three men in black. I'm going to tell Lou about my dream about my grandma. Even though they told me not to do it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Well, the men in black seemed interested in that dream I had about my grandma. Lou listens carefully.
Oh, I know. They told me not to do it, Archon, and I'm doing it anyway.
Her weird amount of leg mold seems useful to tell to a doctor and not a writer. I feel like Grandma must have gone to the doctor at some point, and if something was weird about those moles, then some doctor at some point would have said something. Right? Though it is the 60s. You talk about the dream, omitting some details. You don't tell him anything about the stitches in your head. You know, if you did, he'd keep asking questions all night.
Lou adjusts his glasses. He remains pensive.
Before he even opens his mouth, you try to change the subject. Probably should have gone to a vet to look at them moles. Pretty good. Red or black?
What?
The card.
Red?
You turn over the card. It's red. Ooh, another one. A 2 of diamonds. Good. It's the solitaire my grandma taught me. No one could ever win it. No one, Chet. No one. Is this some sort of special variation of solitaire? It's a special solitaire that Grandma played all the time that she could never win in 60 years, and anybody else who played, they could never win either. What kind of solitaire is this? Just play normal solitaire, dude. Satan's solitaire.
The stitches are from when the government extracted the part of your brain that realizes that it's a 50-50 shot for it to be red or black and replaced it with sand. No!
Lou suddenly seems interested.
Alright, and how do you play it?
Me, obsessed solitaire man, explain it instantly, diverting from the topic of Grandma Dream. Rules are simple, but winning? There's a reason why it's called the impossible solitaire. Or, as some people may say, Satan's solitaire. Let me show you. Uh-oh. Chat, card minigame time. Hey, here we go. The objective is to move every card from the board to the discard pile. You can move any card whose rank is 1 higher or 1 lower than the topmost card in the discard pile. Okay, 1 higher or 1 lower. So that means does ace count either direction? Ace or 2? Or 2 wouldn't work. Impossible solitaire because you can only win it with ESP. Or queen also would work. Yeah, you're right. Also, we have our marked jack card now. So let's say there's a 5 in the discard pile. You can either place a 4 or a 6 on top of it. And remember that if there's a K in the discard pile, you can place an A. A comes after K, and the opposite is also true. So, 28 cards to move. Seems easy enough, right? Well, let me pick queen. Move the select card to the discard pile. I guess it does let me do it. Well, if we've got queen, we do got the jack over here we could grab. And then there's a 9. We don't have any 8s, though. I select another card. I guess I do the jack? I grab the jack, moving the selected card to the discard pile. The card actually does have a bite. Well, the guy did bite it. Okay. So let's select another card where we can grab this 10 over here. Do we have 2 10s? We do have 2 10s. So watch. As I put the 10 down, And then I grab this other jack right here, moving it to the discard pile. And then we also grab this 10 and move it to the discard pile. And then we can grab, oh look, there's another jack. But if we used this jack, we wouldn't be able to go back down. So it's kind of a meh. I think grabbing the 9 would be better, because then we can get more cards turned over. So let's go ahead and move that to the discard, thus unlocking us a 6 and a 2. So let's turn over a card from the stack.
Is this a variant of Pyramid Solitaire?
I guess so.
Wait, this is, you're kind of stuck at 9.
Don't worry. We do have our card pile here, where we can turn over a card from the stock to the discard pile. But to turn it over, you need to make a bet first. Black or red? Which one's gonna be? Lose the bet and you lose the game? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The son of a bitch is almost unwinnable. Red, you screamin' chat. Wrong choice. Oh, for fuck's sake. I sweat nervously looking at chat. Do we play again? Do we leave? I avoid backseating. You rolled a 10. Did you meet the DC? Chat. We go one more time. New game. I guess this is the part. We've got 28 cards. Mark down the probabilities, chat. We've got our 10 out. We select a card. Let's clear things up first. How many 9s do we got out? Not a lot. So we want to use this 9 last. So what we're going to do... We only have one jack out, though. So I can't say... Use jack, go to queen, and then jump back down to jack. We could grab 9, jump down to 10, go back up to 10, and then grab jack and queen. So I guess we'll kind of do that. So let's move the selected card to the discard pile. Then we're going to select our 10 here and move it to the discard pile. 2, not particularly useful. Then we're going to select over here with our jack. And then we'll rush over. Well, we could take 2 courses here. We could go with the queen and go up higher, or we can go down with the 10. But I think we'll go ahead. I opt for queen. We'll take that gamble. And then we turn over a card from the stock. I bet red again. No! It would have been the wrong card anyway with a 2. We wouldn't have been able to do anything with it. Well, I leave the game. There you go, Lou. That's how you play. Oh, Quack! Hello, welcome! The discard pile is not shuffled. Is it? I think it should be. I think I'd be shuffling in between games, right? Like, statistically, this game sucks. That's why they call it the Impossible Solitaire.
It's only backseating if I type it in chat, right? I can scream at my monitor about streamers' unoptimal play as much as I want, right?
Absolutely. Scream at me loudly. Just don't all caps at me in chat. You hear barking from the back of the station. Hmm? Trent. When they brought him in, they told me his name was Chase. Fuck it, it's Trent for me. You know Trent, right? From the Moose?
Tall, prominent belly, and a scar parallel to the growth of his beard?
You laugh heartily. Lou Hill might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but no one could deny that he was good with descriptions.
You're doing great, streamer. Keep it up.
Aw, jeez. skill issue streamer? Dude! We call it hammer your hand solitaire. You hammer your hand until you don't have a hand anymore. We all love it. My favorite kind of solitaire. You think about the book he's given you. He signed it and everything. Where did you leave it? I call him Trent because he barks like Trent on open mic Tuesdays. Oh, that Trent. Just like my dog. That's why we named the dog after him, dude. Ooh. Come on, let's go to the garage. And see the machine gun. Ooh. I'm sweating. We're gonna see his gun, chat. Do you want to see my machine gun? Holt takes Lou out to the garage and pulls his pants down. We're Victoria now. So is this his idea of a special date? Looking at shooting stars while holding your hand? Is Victoria gonna be like, I don't know, not really my thing. Emily? What happens if you just sit here and play solitaire until you win? That's a good question. The additional point is what happens when you win. So, when are we gonna be murdered by Mothman? I'm not sure. Telling you his plans for the end of the semester?
I hate it.
You can't stop thinking about the raw strength of the hug from a minute ago. Oh, jeez, Victoria. Dude, this date would fucking rock. But does Victoria think so? Or how he scared the coyotes away by yelling and throwing stones at them? Victoria here is getting her hand held, and he's like, we're about to see shooting stars. But Victoria is just thinking about her, his powerful hug and him throwing stones at coyotes. Yo, that hand holding is uncensored. Wait. I censor it with a big finger. It's okay. It's clear. Why are you even here? Well, I guess we're supposed to be dating, and he did take us out on this date, and it was a surprise. Dang, he's strong, but I hate his smile. Yeah, Victoria.
Holding hands, not until you're married.
Mothman jumps out.
Premarital hand-holding.
Hi there, Jumpy. Hello, welcome. You think about your friend May. All those dark fantasies she told you about? What kind of dark fantasy? But holding hands like this, smiling and talking and looking into each other's eyes, feels like giving up, doesn't it? Victoria? Victoria. Who hurt you? You know you're to blame too. Aren't you playing the perfect girlfriend role? Vic legit just needs to tell Lee that she's a freak and needs him to put on the leather mask already. Emily. Okay. Well, Lee, I know what you're trying for here, but I gotta say, I'm kind of more into the dark stuff. So if we could go back to the stone throwing and the powerful hugs, I'd be more into it. Victoria, stop. This is a place. You're under arrest for being annoying. Hell. Don't you make eyes at him? Don't you say love whenever you call him? So, is this it, Victoria? Is this what you want for the rest of your life? You could have, hand-holding, romantic meteors flying through the sky, conversation. But on the other hand, strong, powerful muscles and rocks being thrown as you're being protected by dogs. More of that one, apparently. The dark fantasies. Why don't you make up your mind just for once? You think of May again. of those women she'd claimed to know who could solve your situation using a coat hanger. Ah yes, the 60s. You wouldn't be the first or the last. I feel like she lied her way into this and she's only gonna be able to truth her way out of it. This dog barking sound effect also. The dog barks like a maniac and you appreciate the distraction. A mixture of guilt, anguish, and apathy takes over you. The GBA bark. I love the retro game sounds. I do too. Ooh. And now what? Why is he looking at you like that? A man looks me straight in the eyes. Why doesn't he say anything? No boogers. Has he asked you a question? Answer anything, I'll ask him to repeat the question. I said if you're excited about the doors. Gotta be honest with you, Lee. No, not really. What? Oh yeah, definitely. Victoria over here. Victoria is not excited about the doors. I'm more excited about the windows. Dude, he fucking loves you. You need to tell him the truth before you get trapped forever and hurt both of you even worse. Yeah. Yeah. What? The doors, Victoria. How can you not be excited? Look at him. His shock. You just smile. Smiling sometimes works. Freddie told me they're about to release their first album, and it seems they'll be playing in New York. Are we going to see them live again, then? You can hear her rolling her eyes in her voice. He closes his. Ooh! Even though you try, you gradually stop listening to him. Hesitancy returns and all those questions. And the fucking dog won't stop barking! What had been a distraction is now driving you crazy. What the hell is wrong with him? Magic light beams from the sky, shooting fucking stars. Why don't you make a wish, Victoria? How about going home, covering your head with a pillow and sleeping for 18 hours straight? You feel like crying and try to calm down. That's the Mothman. Ooh. She's possessed. Oh no, the Mothman has her in his gaze. I wish Mothman would save me. Those eyes. That creature you thought you saw in the treetops with Lou's binoculars. Two thoughts. I hope she leaves Lee for the Mothman, or Mothman know you can't have her boogers. Had it been real? Not just your imagination? The two sides of this. Oh, look at the pretty star. Vic. You know what? Oh, I'm tired of it already. Exhausted. Oh. I've been trying and trying for more than 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes! Can you tell me what's wrong with you? Ouch. You stay silent. You need to think. But Lee's right. Dog barking again. It's not fair to either of you. With so much noise, it's impossible for you to concentrate. You know they're all excuses, though. Winged monsters don't exist. It's just your brain desperately trying not to focus on what's important. The sudden screams chills your blood, though. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Not the Chupacabra! The Mothman sees his victory. Silence takes over everything. He's real. Dog dead! No! Bark, 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 no! Have you met Lee? Tall guy with the blonde girl? He made xerographic copies of some docs I've used to assess this beauty.
I'm squinting?
Well,
what is it exactly? Where did he get the docs from?
you bite your lower lip. Uh-oh, he might have taken them, stolen them. Do all writers ask so many questions? Do we have any writers in chat that could answer this? Lee works at the university in the history department. Lou adjusts his glasses. You don't know why, but that gesture irritates you. The Winans doesn't work like a normal machine gun. Normal machine guns use gunpowder to fire projectiles. Do you know what the Winans uses? Centrifugal force! He yells. It's just centrifugal force! Ha ha ha! He's so excited about it.
Interesting.
Now that I think about it, has anyone ever seen a man with a green suit or tuxedo? The Riddler, right? He wore green, right?
Not a real force. Fake!
Dude, it's centripetal force! Dude! Dumb idiot Tom, stop! He just likes his steam machine gun! He's gonna cry!
Interesting.
Lou repeats the gesture with the glasses. Centrifugal force, aka throwing stuff. And hello there, Jaku. Welcome, hello. Today, Lee brought me some ketchum grenades. Ash ketchum? Some Pokeballs? Do you know about ketchum grenades? Imagine though if in Pokemon, Ash did run around and refer to his Pokeballs as his ketchum grenades, and he's like, haha, I'll get you, Pokemon! I throw my ketchum grenade! Wachoo! And everybody, all of his friends look over at Ash and are like, what the hell? Ash? Those are just Voltorbs! God dang it. Lou shakes his head and readjusts his glasses for the third time in less than 5 minutes.
Lou, your glasses are fine. Leave them alone.
You take a deep breath. Hey, it doesn't matter and leave. He adjusts his glasses again. I throw the Pokeball at the ground, angry, and storm out of my garage. No. We're gonna tell him about the ketchum grenades. The green color is because the menu is green and we only get like 8 colors loaded at a time. Look, it's 1966. Our technology is limited. Although you can't stand Lou Refill Hill's tick, you enjoy talking about your collection of Civil War weapons. My blood slowly boils over him adjusting his glasses.
But my Civil War weaponry, dude! I can't stop! If I had glasses on, I would be adjusting them. See, ketchums are similar to footballs in shape.
Oh, Phil! Hi, Phil! Hi! Welcome. They have to land on their nose to explode. They were highly inefficient, though. In Port Hudson, for example, the Confederates used sheets to catch them without exploding. And then threw them back at Union soldiers! Oh no! Redirecting their Pokeballs. What a shitty grenade design. Think about Pokeballs, though, right? They've just got their one button you have to press. Lou is about to say something when you hear a scream that makes your blood run cold. Ah! You grab the shotgun without thinking twice. It's coming from the back. Come on. You don't have a good feeling about it. Something's not right. Ooh, ooh. Oh. Oh. Trent, no! No! Holy shit. Although it feels like a dream, somehow you know the creature is real. Your dog's suffering is real. And there will be no waking up from this. Oh my god. I, as Civil War weapon enthusiast, shoot the creature. You aim your gun. Shit. But you don't have a clean shot. I run to Trent. You hear the muffled moans of your dog, and the fury blinds you. You drop the shotgun and grab onto the chain. Son of a bitch is going to strangle Trent! Oh! Holt, however, is not thinking about all of his friends, or if you can even call them friends, he's not thinking about anybody else. He's just pulling the chain. You pull with all your strength. For a moment you think you're getting somewhere, but it's a goddamn chain. He's not gonna break it. Holt, you're not that powerful. I'm glad he thinks of the dog's suffering and is sad. Yeah. He runs out there and sees this happening to his dog and just instantly he's like, Trent, my dog! But you feel the pull. And the floor disappears. Disappears under your feet. We're being taken away with the Mothman. Oh my god. I'm not letting go. I'm not giving up Trent. He's holding onto the chain. He dies! Although you managed to hold on for a few minutes, you finally let go and fall into the thick of the forest. Tree branches penetrate your body and you die before reaching the ground. And there is the end of our story. Is that my only choice? Oh no! My dog! I release it! Holt! Ah! You know you should hit the floor soon. Don't move! Oh no. Well, at least I didn't fall as far this time and I didn't die. Just like a choose your own adventure book, just flip back to before you fuck up. Yeah. That's what you get for not seducing Mothmen. But my dog! Oh. Listen to Vic, Holt. Her sister's a nurse. Haha. No bones seem to be broken. My dog. Trent. Victoria and Lee help you to your feet. Oh. Blue doesn't take his eyes off the winged creature for a single second. He let go! He just let go! What? 1 second. I know where your dog is, Holt. Wait a minute. Got something in the car. My dog's okay? Is it gonna be... Lou, tell it to me now. Is Trent going to be okay? That's all I need. It's all I need and I can move forward. I'm very serious now. Let's go. I have to save Trent. The Mothman is now the boyfriend's dog? I don't think so. Or the dog's boyfriend. A gift from Freddy. Cool, right? I think he's holding a pistol there. Very impressive, Lee. Wow. Wow. Yeah, very cool, Lee. Very cool. He's the Witcher. You try to get up, but you feel dizzy and stumble. Victoria gives Lee a disapproving look and helps you keep your balance.
Follow me!
Thanks. You would have liked to smile at her. After all, Victoria just wants to help. But I can do it by myself. You get your rifle and walk with the rest into the blackness of the forest. Holt looks badass. He's going to fucking John Wick this Mothman. We winning? I hope so, Marshy. We did just lose our dog, so I don't know if we're quite winning yet. But hello, Marshy. Welcome.
We should go in. That direction.
No. I think we should go that way. I would rather listen to Lou than you, Lee. Lee? Now what?
The place where Trent fell. I've calculated it by projecting to the point where the creature dropped it on this map. Nerd! Nerd! Nerd!
You've calculated?
You've calculated, you say? But weren't you a writer?
Lou, don't mind him.
Do what you want.
Constantly checking the map, Lou leads the group on.
We should be close.
We did find Trent! There! Your heart is pounding. Please. Compress his chest. Use both hands, just like that.
How curious. Did you know that the cardiopulmonary resuscitation procedure was discovered by Dr. Knickerbocker while he was trying to save a dog? Nerd! Nerd! Nerd.
As he speaks, Lou carefully examines the tops of the trees.
I was at Johns Hopkins University.
Unfortunate name for that doc. Yeah. Like, shut up, Lou. Now is not the time. Lou, read the room. Victoria rests her hand on yours and moves her head from side to side. You stop pressing and a few tears roll down your cheek.
The interesting thing is what happened to the dog afterwards.
Lou, shut up. Shut up, or I'll shoot you right in the face. Ooh. Why didn't you shoot? I tried. Why didn't you try to blow the creature's brains out? I tried. You couldn't get a clean shot, Holt. Deep down, you know that's just the guilt talking, and that maybe there was nothing you could have done differently to save him. I look at my options. Snut Puggett, hello, welcome. But I want to know what happened to the dog afterwards. Well, you can ask Lou about it later, TV. Lee, have you seen Lee? Uh-oh. Look, she's concerned. You stand up and look around. Lee's gone. Did the Mothman get him? Oh no. I'm looking around, sweating nervously. Lee? Lee, I know we were kind of getting mad at you, but Lee... You walk faster to keep your thoughts at bay. What the hell is wrong with her? Why does she even listen to him? Writer, says the fucker. Ooh. And now it's an FPS where we hunt the cryptid. The perspective changes and we swap over to Doom. God dang it. What a loser. You walk through the woods confident that you will be the one to find Holt's dog, but we already know the answer that no, he's not going to. And hi, Gray. Hello, welcome. What then, Vic? What weird little face will you make? What the hell? Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? You feel like someone is watching you. 3 someones, in fact. You're walking through a dense forest area where the darkness is almost total. You walk even faster than before. Finally, you reach a clearing and look at the sky. The meteor shower is gaining intensity. Your heart is in anguish, and you find it hard to breathe. Are you watching the Leonids, Victoria? Are you? You hold your head in your hands. He cries. I just unlocked an achievement called Macho Cry. No one's around to see your macho tears, dude. It's just... No one's around. It's not just sweat. These are real tears. Oh. The last time you cried like this, you were 16. You'd come home early and found him hitting your mother. You tried to separate them, and your father took it out on your ribs. His blows were like a rain of sledgehammers, and his breath reeked of alcohol. He pushed you against the wall, and you ended up on the floor. Your mom was clutching her head when your dad took a deep breath and kicked you in the stomach. Won't hit you in the face because it's the only thing you got going for you. Oh, god dang it, Dad. And one day you won't have it anymore. Is our dad just jealous of our beautiful looks? You carry your father's photo in your wallet, not to remember how good he looked. Oh, hell no. Whenever the pain was too much, you'd scratch his entire face with his features blended with the cuts in the paper. What the? You seem to hear something. Like a kind of rumor. You think of the noise hands make when they shake the dust off of old volume. A river? You try to think about the map you've got in the car. You can't remember seeing a river here. Further west, sure, but here? Is the Mothman going to swoop down and take Lee away after his macho cry? You feel a kind of calm. Not peace, but numbness. Uh-oh, are we hearing wings? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Suddenly, the whitest light you've ever seen floods the ground. Even when there's no river nearby, the sound is deafening. What? You feel the light pulse with painful intensity. Aliens! Yes, take me away! As if millions and millions of red ants were sinking their little jaws into your skin. Pain turns into light. You want to scream, but you have no mouth, nor larynx or lungs. And the light that precedes everything consumes you. You don't know how long it takes. You feel the urgency of what is yet to be. And white makes you desperate. Huh? Huh? All hail Lamp! This is how you become Mothman. I'm one of them now. Wait, no, the goat! Huh? Huh? What? Huh? Whoa! Look at that shoulder! Oh no! Whoa! You feel the white light leaving your body, and you hear your own voice screaming at the top of your lungs. Oh! Oh! Is Leia Capricorn? You drop to the floor and cover your head with both hands. You're filled with a sense of completeness that you cannot explain. We all need a little darkness. Wish I had a better zoom on that. Is this our new motto, chat? We all need a little darkness now and then. And Senjeko, hello, welcome. That's gonna be the end of his chapter? Well, that's it for Lee. We go back to Victoria then. And that is how Goat Simulator was created. Lee! Where's that idiot? Calm down, Victoria. Lee knows how to take care of himself. Holt's right. Lee's going to show up eventually.
More like a little darkness.
Did you know that he chased away a pack of coyotes with screams, some stones, and a blow on the hood of his car? Lou smiles. You wonder if it's authentic or a calculated gesture to show some sympathy. Holt? What? What's your business with Lee? Holt looks at you for a few seconds before answering. You think of one of the computers at the campus. The IBM 7040. Ah, yes. A modern piece of technology in the 1966s. The future is now. You know what it's called because you once wrote a poem with that title. Holt is like that computer. From the outside, it's impossible to tell what it's evaluating before giving you an answer. I don't know what IBM is, but I have IBS. Hey! Start up the ad music. The IBM 7040 fills up an entire building. You can ask him directly when we find him. You wonder if you could have done something differently. A new input. We look at the camera. I look at the computer. I look at my log history. And I scroll back. Oh, well, I guess we just started the chapter, so we can't see any of our past choices. We continue. That's the term they usually use in the computer department.
The nerd department, more like.
A word you'd struggled to rhyme when you'd wrote that poem. You hear twigs snapping. Eh? Ooh, who's there? Grandma? Holy shit, it's Grandma! What's she doing out here? Grandma, go home! What? I thought you're supposed to be paralyzed! Your legs, the spots! Dude! The sight of Holt's grandmother holding an old rifle mesmerizes you. Dude, badass! I love Grandma? Gran got a gat? Where are her dozens of moles? Right here. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's a lot of moles.
It's hunting season.
The whole thing looks like an image from some Wyeth painting. I arrived late for the stream and I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Why? Grandma just walked out of the forest. Our paralyzed grandmother just walked out of the forest. Or Holt's paralyzed grandmother, anyway. A wet dream for almost any of your classmates. Or all of my classmates? They're like, yeah, give me a gilf, dude. Huh?
They are a bunch of history majors, am I right? And if you've got a grandma,
A piece of history! Hey! Next line. Why would a gun-toting granny be hot? You just don't get it. An image that not only defies gender stereotypes, but also demolishes social constructs like that of grandma in classic stories. Dude, all my homies love gilfs. Whoa, grandma zoom in. The expression in Holt's grandmother's face changes. Her features soften.
My legs!
Oh, and now she falls, remembering that, oh yeah, she's paralyzed. Grandma! Holt picks up his grandma and helps her sit against a tree trunk. Granny, how the fuck did you make it here? He looks at his dog's corpse and beckons you to come closer. I need to bury Trent before carrying on. You nod your head. How do you feel, ma'am?
Confused. Here, Victoria.
You didn't hear him approach. You grabbed the handkerchief without thinking twice. She only remembers she's supposed to be paralyzed in front of Holt. Yeah, because she actually is not paralyzed. All these, however many years, 60 plus, she said, apparently she was supposed to be paralyzed since she was 21. So she's been lying for years and years and years, so she sees Holt and she's like, oh shit. A strange feeling runs through your body. Shouldn't you have at least considered some other option? Clean up her legs. Rub the handkerchief against her calves and gradually remove the mud stains.
Scrub harder. I was probably your age when I stopped feeling my legs.
Holt's grandmother sighs and closes her eyes.
Have you ever seen so many moles together?
Lou speaks almost in whispers. You wonder why.
Is she the Mothman, he wonders?
Let's go. Lou picks up the old rifle and examines it briefly. This is a powerful image. Holt looks at you with an expression you can't quite make out. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. But what are you gonna tell him? That you're pregnant? That your boyfriend is missing? That winged creatures out of old pulp magazines are apparently more than just fiction? You walk for a while in silence. Are the moles moth eggs? I hope not. Since they were there from before she was birthed. What was... try to think of something else, Victoria. A few minutes ago, you all started hearing the screams, noticing sudden movements in the treetops. We're almost there. I guess this is why they call it Mothmen 1966 and not Mothman. Uh-oh. You find it hard to believe what you're seeing. Why are all of these creatures flying over the gas station? Interesting. That's all you have to say, Lou? Holt punches Lou in the shoulder. What? Interesting? Did you find it interesting what they did to Trent? We're not in one of your cheap books, Lou. A sudden silence befalls the group. Victoria, do you have a plan? It's because it's lit up, dumbass! They're moths, and it's the light in the dark. It's just like a big lamp. I suggest a plan. Listen. No, you just cover me. Okay, Holt. Holt's gonna die. You close your fist tightly, trying to exercise the impotence you feel. Was it that hard for him to hear what you had to say? You shake your head from side to side. What's even the plan? Running with his grandma in his arms? Why does he have to be the hero? Halt! Oh no! The shriek chills your blood. Oh!
Fuck!
Lou looks at you as if waiting for something. How many bullets in your rifle? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to guess less than 7. 3.
At 3.
Holt's plan sucks. Yeah? Uh-oh.
I hope it's enough.
It's the dog coyote puzzle again. Holt and Elsie are halfway to the gas station. 2 winged creatures on the street lamps. 1, 2. We've got 3 bullets.
The light, Victoria. These creatures seek the light.
Probably don't run to them. Probably tell Lou to take aim. Aim for the lamp on the left. Aim for the farthest lamp on the right. Okay, so essentially we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We wouldn't want them to fly over to the left, right? So we would want to take out the lamp over here to try and keep those guys over here, yeah? Yeah, shoot that one. Oh, he missed. Too far away. Oh. Uh-oh. What happens if we make the 2 guys fly at each other? What if we aim for the center lamp on the right? Pew! 1 bullet left. I guess we'll try. What happens if we aim for the closest one on the right then? Pew! Huh. Huh. Alright, slowly, we're working out this minigame plan. I put on my spooky puzzle detective glasses. So it seems like they will swap lamps when we shoot them. We've got 3 bullets. We cannot shoot the lamp that's over there on the left. I imagine that if I shoot this center one, they're going to fly over there. Yeah, do we want them to fly over to the one on the left? I am unsure. So we aim for the center lamp with nothing on it. And then we shoot for the lamp on the right there. Oops. Pew! Okay, and then if we shoot this one, are they going to duel it out over the remaining lamp? We watch. We observe. Flies to the farthest pole. Oh no, they fight! Haha, I was right. And there they go. They both wanted the lamp, and they did not want to share it. All clear. Help me with Holt and Elsie, and let's inside. Fast! Da-da-da. We made it!
Is someone going to make a wish?
Seriously, Lou? They know that sharing is communism, which is bad. It is 1966, and we hate communism. Wait a second. I squint at Duke's red name suspiciously. Lou, shut the fuck up. Someone should just end Lou. I like the Victoria's just laughing under her breath. You look at Holt and he looks away. You wonder if he's pissed because you saved him. You still can't believe everything that happened tonight. And I'm also thinking about Lou still out there in the forest with all the Mothmen. You know that as soon as you stop to think, you touch your belly and fight back the tears. Lou looks at his watch.
Unleadeds are reaching their point of highest intensity.
This screeching is deafening. Freaking creatures. Language! I think I saw one in the dream I told you about, Lou. Lou stares at Holt's grandmother.
Are you sure it was a dream?
I'm going to guess that these sounds are the sounds of the Mothmen. Lou is about to add something, but suddenly falls silent. Whooshoo! You approach the window and rest your hand on the glass. You can't stop looking at their dance. Before meeting Lee, you'd had some experiences in college. Experiences by which you sought to open the doors of your perception. Lee doesn't know, and you don't know how he would react if he found out. But the strange dance of these creatures in the sky beats anything you experienced while tripping. To Holt. I went to take a shower. I missed a lot. Yeah. They called him the Navarro of the Hills. What he did lacked a ritual component. It had nothing to do with the taxidermy business, and even less with mummification. His shrunken animal heads were art, sold as collector's pieces. One afternoon, Liam, his only nephew, stole a bear head. The head had been emptied of viscera and was floating in a solution his uncle used in the early stages of the miniaturization process. Liam lifted the head out of the bucket, wiped it dry, and put it on like a helmet. He stripped naked, left the house, and ran into the village. Liam entered the church in the middle of the mass, screaming at the top of his lungs, waving his arms up and down as if he were clawing. One of the congregation members pulled out a gun and shot him. You remember the sheer terror you felt when you saw the bear man running towards the altar. This is worse. What the fuck, Chet? Worse? Worse than what? I'm telling them about Liam. Is that man, bear, pig? Well, so aliens are turning people into furries? Petri. Dear God. D-E-E-R. God dang it. The furry apocalypse. You tell him the story of Liam and his uncle, the Navarro of the Hills. How does it just keep getting weirder? Somehow you feel safe telling them stories from the past. I see a big-ass moose back there. Yeah, very powerful with his antlers, huh? As for what's on the other side of the window, this fear can't be any more present. Got some clippings from the case. Lamb's story was an unfortunate event. It explains what happened to him, but it also provided an all-too-easy explanation for other sightings in the area. The dogman, the owl woman. Many people told me stories about similar creatures in The Moose. Lou adjusts his glasses. You burn with fury. Lou, refill Hill. He knows. You think I don't know what they call me in town? It may be true that some people make up stuff to get a beer. But imaginations have limits. Furries could be here, he thought to himself. Furries could be anywhere. The fear of furries being ever present. My God. And in the long run, we tend to rely on real experiences when telling a story. Mothmen. They're somehow related to the Leonids and the gathering of all these creatures. Maybe he's right, and all the creatures outside started to appear after the aerial dance of these, Mothmen? Ask ask why Mothmen? Why Mothmen? Mothmen? Why the name?
Well, moths are attracted to light.
Look at the sky, illuminated by dozens and dozens of shooting stars around, and you nod. The machine gun! Does it work? I don't know. We're just gonna grab the machine gun and shoot down all of the furries and Mothmen? Oh no. So when Leonard's shower happens this year, people will turn into animals? You like the name. Not because of Lou's explanation, but because you know it's easy to squash a moth.
I like the name Mothman. It sounds like I could smush 'em better. This isn't the first time that Mothmen have appeared during the Leonids.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... can you hold that thought, Lou? I'm just gonna go check on Grandma. Grandma? Better?
What are those streaks, love?
It's painful to see how confused she is. The only way to survive this game is to unlock the secret solitaire ending in Chapter 4. Imagine.
1 second.
Turn on the radio. Static. No matter which way you turn the dial, all you hear is static. No music! Oh, dude. When do we play as Grandma? I don't think we ever get to play as Grandma. You'd never sung at the Moose. Not even on those nights when everyone egged you on and the booze in your system had drowned your inhibitions. Holt's gonna sing, Chet. Almost without realizing it, you start singing the lullaby Elsie used to sing to make you sleep. Although more than 40 years have passed, the words come to your mind one after the other. You close your eyes and caress her hair, singing all the time. As soon as you feel the rhythmic breathing of your grandmother, you get up. Aw, Grandma. Uh-oh. What was that? Ooh. Lee! Lee? Victoria tries to hug Lee while he babbles something you don't understand. At no time does he look up.
Grandma must be positively ancient.
Yeah, that's why all the history majors would be into her. The Northern Incident by Hot Diggity Demon is a great short horror animated cartoon. This game reminded me of it. Where the hell have you been? Victoria. I thought... But he's here. Give him some space. Thank you. Lee takes a few seconds to start speaking. I think I got lost in the forest. Babe, take it easy. Victoria grabs his arm and Lee tries to smile. I thought I heard the sound of a river, and I felt someone looking at me. How did he get in unscathed? We broke all the lights. The Mothmen are fine. They just kind of watched him walk up. It's fine. We say as his head starts to transform into an animal head. After walking for a while, the noise was deafening. But there was no river. Lee starts to cry. Not another macho cry! Victoria tries to calm him down. As soon as he regains his composure, Lee keeps talking. And then came the white. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. It was as if I could see everything and nothing at the same time. And a goat looked up to the sky to watch the shooting stars. It stood on 2 legs, like this, you know? Just like us. And all the furries outside. We look at them nodding. Yeah. What the hell is going on? Did you not see them when you came in, Lee? Lou adjusts his glasses again.
I think the time has come. Let me tell you a few things.
Lou clears his throat and begins to speak. Although you can't stand his tics or his false dramatics, you want to know what's going on.
The Leonids occur every 33 years. Some are intense, like those of 1833. or the ones in 1866. Others are weak. 1899, for example. And those are the ones we have records of.
You notice that Victoria grabs Lee's hand. Lou walks over to the window and points to the sky.
This year, they're intense again.
1866? 1966? Why a 100-year difference and not 99?
That 1 year discrepancy bothers me too. I think it has to do with the problems of our calendar.
Oh no, not the calendar problems!
And the periodic adjustments that we are forced to make. Tell me, have you ever seen a medieval manuscript?
He adjusts his glasses. No one answers, because they all have. Just as you're about to open your mouth, Lou continues.
They are usually adorned with warrior rabbits standing on 2 legs. Do you think these rabbits came from the imagination of medieval scribes alone? Don't be ridiculous.
Lee got in because he's a goat man? Oh.
Those rabbits existed. And they were annihilated by man.
OCs, medieval OCs, the medieval personas.
Each meteor shower spawns new bipeds. And it was in one of these storms that mankind rose.
Lou legit believes in dragons. Unicorns too, don't forget unicorns. I mean, have you looked outside? Yeah, I guess if you were looking out here and seeing these creatures, you know, maybe Lou's not wrong. Lou is high or insane. All right, now chat, normally I might say, yeah, I'm on your, but take a look again. We peer out the window. Would you really be feeling like he's that off if you've got a bunch of people with animal heads hanging out outside and you had a bunch of winged creatures flying around too? Haha, dragons, get out of here, weirdo. We gotta kill these human monster hybrids.
What makes us different from all of them is that we survived.
Lou has very reputable sources himself. Don't you think somebody would notice these creatures every 33 years if we've been warring with them since the medieval ages? Look, it's because we always kill them. Or maybe it's the Mothmen always group all of these creatures together and then they kill them all? I don't know. We continue to watch.
By destroying any other biped that came along. Or by reducing them to the realm of gossip or fiction.
Outside, the creatures begin to fight. Or they battle and just kill each other. Why? What motivates them? And what about Lou? Should you believe everything he says? After all, Lou is a writer. I look outside. I mean, your grandma's cough sounds like the noise of a tractor's engine refusing to start. Grandma?
You have to kill them all!
Oh, see, this is who's been taking care of him for the past many years, Chet. It's been Elsie. This is the ultimate showdown. The voice from which she speaks seems to come from much further back than her throat.
We had a secret weapon, and we would use it to finish off the upright beasts. But they decided to test it in the war.
Elsie? Graham? What are you talking about?
I wanted to take the Widdens from the battlefield. And they...
Your grandma caresses her legs.
I just want to finish the mission.
Grandma? Grandma? Victoria and Lee look at each other. Lou walks up to you and tells you, almost in a whisper,
I bet the moles on your grandma's legs correspond exactly to her grandpa's runes.
did you ever tell Lou about your grandma's legs? You're confused, and Lou seems to notice.
It's not just free beers at the Moose, Holt. People tell me things.
Lou speaks softly, but his words resonate loudly in your head. Man, we gotta lay off the alcohol a little. The moles on your grandmother's legs? Her grandfather's legs riddled by bullets in the Civil War? Could it be that Elsie's grandfather was talking to you through your grandmother's body? The Winans? The Winans! A project that has obsessed you for a long time, and now you think you know why. What if Lou is a Mothman? Oh my god. You decide not to think too much about Elsie, her grandfather, the moles, the men in black. You're terrified that behind all your own decisions, something more than your own free will was at work. Come on.
Oh, Winans! Quick, let's get her out!
No, it's still not working.
What do you mean it's not working?
It has some kind of safety mechanism. I still haven't been able to assemble it successfully. And hello there, Greywish. Hi, welcome. Here, see? Oh, puzzle time. Oh, the owls! You look at Lou with curiosity. On the blueprints there. Those L's are the rubric of a secret society founded in the middle of the last century. It's not so secret if you know about it, is it? Lou doesn't answer you. Why the L?
Some say it's because of the way the knight moves on a chessboard. Others say it's because of Lewis Carroll.
Oh, that Lewis. The author of Alice in Wonderland.
Exactly.
We're just gonna let them keep talking. Yeah, tell me more, Lou. Lou closes his eyes, holds a hand to the bridge of his nose, and clears his throat. Can this guy be any more affected?
A stick I found that weighed 2 pounds. I sawed it up one day, in pieces 8 of equal weight. How much did each piece weigh? Everybody says 1/4 pound, which is wrong.
A riddle at this moment? Victoria strokes her chin and Lee nods his head slightly, as if he's counting something. Do you think it's time for a riddle, Lou? Lou raises his hands and moves aside. You take a deep breath. It shouldn't be that hard to find the right configuration. And look at the pieces. Are these the pieces right here? Rotate a piece from the first row. Oh my god. How do we have to have this move exactly? From the left here to the right side? Is that the core that's going through? Let's go ahead and just rotate. Ah, okay, so it's like a little grid format. Do I need to match that top picture? Across the way? Oh, wait, what's the answer to the riddle? What's the answer?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, this means we have to match up same colored pieces, right? I don't think this green and this green are going to line up. We can already see that this blue and this blue do not line up. I don't think these two would. These greens aren't lining up. I don't know that these are the right... Would they match up? I guess we can try turning up the next piece then. Examine pieces. Rotate a piece from the first row. Second piece. Yeah, those don't line up either. Do they need to line up? Do we need to make this top shape? It has to be related to that, at the very least. But when it's the 9x9, and this has a 4-row like that, do I just have to make the shape somewhere in here?
I think you need to make L's.
Suppose we can aim for that then, huh? Where's the L? Maybe we could make an L out of this? Oop, did I just go into the third row? On the first row, third piece. We can rotate that one around. Certainly not lining up here. However, I do see a very distinct L right here. But they shouldn't all have to be, say, straight up and down L's. If it's showing us what L's look like from every angle, do we just need to find where the L exists in each shape? Because I can see on this one, for example, it has a little teeny spot right there and a little line right there, which not any of the others have. For when ends, you sure are taking a lot of L's. Good. Guess I'll leave that one. Second row, first piece. It kind of feels like, at the very least, we need to rotate the pieces so that they line up, right? Or do we use this negative space that's in here, this black area, to make our shapes? These don't match up. These look like they might. Examine the pieces. Second row, second piece. Okay, that looks like they line up, so I think that's probably the right piece there. So if we go back up to the top left piece, and we rotate it around so our greens line up now. And now we can go to our second piece and get that all lined up. See? Okay, first row, third piece. We can rotate that around. There we go. It looks like we're getting there, chat. I appreciate the Choose Your Own Adventure interface, but for a puzzle like this, the interface is obnoxious. I would agree. I kind of understand the reason for it, but simultaneously, I don't know. Second row, third piece.
I see some L's. Pog!
Whee! We're doing it! Hooray! Last row, third row, first piece. In. Third row, second piece. We're almost there. Wait! We got it. Test the piece on the machine gun. It locks into place with a click. Ha 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 ha! Although outside the creature's shouts are getting louder, you can't help but feel a certain happiness. The winnings is finally complete! I did it! Puzzle master right here. I adjust my glasses.
Now, everybody out!
Happy beep noise. Yeah. Wait, oh my god, are we... Grandma is right here, ready to team up with the Winnins. That's right, the Winnin is you. I think then, is this my ammo, and then this is Grandma's ammo? Holy fuck, the tag team! Elsie stands next to the Winnins holding a rifle. Lee, Lou, and Victoria stand back a little. You crack your knuckles and take a deep breath. At the helm of the Winnins' steam-powered machine gun, you feel something strange. You find it hard to put into words. It's as if somehow the present has given way to the past. Oh, oh.
Rabbit men! They are weak creatures! Cannon fodder in the war against the upright beasts!
We aim... Wait. If we're aiming from our direction, that would be to the right? Oh, no, okay. There we go. center, shoot. And we can see how it takes up multiple shots. Ooh. We're going to aim. Will Grandma help us as we shoot? What are they going to do? I'm going to try aiming to the right, I guess. It does take both of them out. Okay, then we can aim to the left and take out this guy. And then he's going to move forward where we just aim to the center and shoot him too! Yay! Ah!
Beware of the dog men! They're behind the rabbit men!
These guys?
The dog men are more resistant than the rabbit men, and if you hurt them without killing them, they get mad!
Does that mean we're going to have to shoot them twice? Oh, yep, it takes 2 hits to kill them. And if they get mad, whoa! If they get mad, they just rush us.
Eat this bullet!
Holy shit, Grandma!
I'm here to cover you, but don't get too confident! I can kill one upright beast, and then I need to reload!
Okay, that means Grandma's reloading this time. Oh no.
Hey!
Where are you going? Did they just walk off? Well, these guys are... Everybody is going to move... I'm not sure exactly what the dynamics are here. I'm aiming to the left. Let's take out the dogmen first, I guess. Phew!
Die!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I can't kill them in one go. Can she kill a rabbit man in one go? This guy built a model machine gun, but also had hundreds of rounds of ammunition ready. I mean, if you were working on this crazy machine gun, why wouldn't you have a bunch of ammo ready? I believe we're fucked. Mima! Mima! What am I supposed to do, Mima? I'm aiming to the center and shooting them. Because if they approach forward here, she can shoot one of them, see? Because if I aim to the right, it would lead both the rabbit man going forward and a dog. That would be 2, that's too many for her to handle. Just 1, though, she's fine with. We aim to the right and we shoot again. You did it! Yay! Oh!
2 men and the women! Gone! Deserters!
If we stay here and shoot bipeds, I'm feeling a little bit fucked regardless. Maybe we should have, hey, Grandma, maybe you should go find them? You know that Lou is the first to leave, and the helplessness eats you up inside. Go look for them. If we're going to fight here, we fight all together. We need to be a team! Oh, we're swapping over to Lee. I'm sweating nervously. I don't want to keep running away. I should be out there and win my Red Badge of Courage. The Red Badge of Courage is the title of that Civil War novel you read and reread over and over and over again. I want to feel powerful with my red badge, dude. It tells the story of a Union soldier who flees the battlefield. From that first act of cowardice, the only thing the protagonist longs for is to receive a war wound. The definitive proof that he had become a man. Lee wants to feel like he's a man too. You don't need that, Lee. Look at Vic. Look at her. Just care about her. Your red badge of courage? Is she gonna finally say? You want a real red badge of courage, Lee? I'm pregnant. She did it, chat. She told him. Finally. Your head spins. You find it difficult to organize your thoughts. You're going to be a father? You think of your own father, of all your suffering. I don't know if... I'm a coward, Vic.
Lee, did you know that Stephen Crane wrote Red Badge of Courage without ever having set foot on a real battlefield?
No! A liar! How could this have happened? I've read that book so many times! Thoth, hello, welcome. Why would you have your child in a world like this? Well, it's not like they were doing it on purpose. Holy shit, Lou, shut the fuck up. I think he's trying to teach Lee a moral lesson here. The first time you saw Lou, you wanted to twist his arm and bring him to his knees. And the Red Burring King, hello, welcome. Now you smile and put an arm on his shoulder. Thanks, Lou.
Ooh! Come out and fight!
None of you move.
Out, I said!
My red badge of courage. Lee, don't! Okay, so Grandma's coming at me. I can pull or push her. Do I pull her into me? Would I push her away from me to get her to back off? I pull? Elsie rotates her shoulders and stumbles. The rifle points at the ceiling. And then I push. Elsie loses her balance. The rifle points at her body. I pull. Elsie loosens her grip and you stumble. The rifle points at the ceiling again. Elsie lunges at you with the unbelievable force and makes the rifle point at— Oh! You hear a shot and you fall backwards. Well? We're dead now. Not exactly the kind of help that I was wanting. You can see all the cryptids there in the background. I push her. Oh, instantly dying. I guess I was closest with that first go. Alright, I pull her. The rifle points at the ceiling. What happens if we pull again? Oh, okay. So it looks like we're going to have to do some back and forth here so that we don't die.
All right, Grandma. You think you can defeat me?
I don't think so. I pull her towards me. She rotates her shoulders and stumbles, and the rifle points at the ceiling. I push. She loses her balance, and the rifle points at her body. I pull. She loosens her grip, and you stumble. The rifle points at the ceiling. Okay, so we go in the wrong order. Now, I can see the order, right? So pull, push, push. All right. I pull at the gun again. She starts losing her balance, and I push her. The rifle pointing at her body, and I push her again. I'm sorry, Grandma. I didn't want to do it to you. In the novel Red Badge of Courage, the protagonist used a complex series of push and pull maneuvers to overcome his fears. Oh, I see, I see. And hello there, best friend. Welcome. But why does she want to kill us? I thought she wanted us to fight. That's what I thought too, so I'm not exactly sure why she was coming at me like that. It wasn't Holt's grandmother, Lee. Your hands are shaking. You didn't fire the rifle. However, somehow, you had been able to feel the different endings. The timelines! I can feel them! The choices I've made through the story resonate within my chest. You knew that in one of them, Elsie would be shot, and yet you didn't stop. She's alive!
They shot me!
The resilience of the possessed? Was there a good way out? I don't know. You don't know why you're surprised. After all, Holt's grandmother is possessed by her own grandfather, a soldier who fought in the Civil War and was mowed down by a machine gun. The same machine gun whose bursts you now hear outside the gas station, tearing apart creatures not mentioned in any biology textbooks. Oh my god! He's crazy!
8 bullets, you sons of bitches! Pow, 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 pow!
We're Victoria now. No! You don't think about it too much. As Holt fires the women's machine gun, you run as fast as you can. If you want to survive, you have to get away from there. The only word you can think of to describe what you see is pandemonium.
Hey, yo, tell my dog, you bastards!
That's Holt's state of mind right now. A place of noise and confusion, but in the original sense of the word. Thank God there's no panda den, or that'd be a terrible pun. The place where all demons congregate. Lee tries to make himself heard over the gunfire and the shrieks of the creatures. To your left, Vic! Ah! Get down! Vic! Okay, did I need to specifically choose the left option? I wasn't sure if that meant that I was supposed to dodge, but I did see that a little timer popped up. So we're getting a sort of quick time event here now. Here we go. Left! You feel jaws closing not far from your neck. You try to run faster. Get down! So I'm going to just have to react to what he's telling me. So the choices aren't me trying to say react to the directions, but I need to pick those directions. You duck down and feel the claws of a creature graze the back of your neck. You keep running. Right! Quickly, I go to the right. A pink man tries to grab your arm, but you manage to get away. You're almost there! You get in the car and you slam the door shut. You hear a knock and you jump in your seat. Let's go! Let's go! Lee speeds up. Drive faster! The pandemonia is soon behind you. You think about Lee's precious previous car. What a clunker. And even if you didn't know exactly how Lee could get a car like this, you're grateful he did. The Leonards, upright beasts, intrafamilial possession, experimental weapons, the Order of the Elves, Men in Black, and the Mothmen. There they are, the topics of my next book. Lee, he's got his eyes on the prize. And has Caco ever played Outer Wilds? I have not. You touch your belly. With all that you've suffered tonight, Lou's comment seems a bit inappropriate. Thanks, Lou. You travel in silence for a few minutes. Are you all right, Lee? You look a little pale. Lee takes a few seconds to answer. I don't know. Lee scratches his head. I can see things before they happen, Vic. Lou leans forward. It's not that I see the future. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can see several presents just before they happen. I wonder if this unlocks the second way to play the game, and now you'll be Lee and be able to see what happens if you pick different choices? Come on, babe.
Victoria. What you're saying, Lee? Have you felt it since the episode you told us with the white light?
These hands are tightly clasped on the steering wheel. It's not like I could control it. First time I felt it was in the struggle with Elsie. And the second we were running to the car. Lee looks you in the eyes and suddenly you can feel all his pain. And some of the presence. Creatures, Vic. Lee's voice breaks. The creatures. And he begins to cry. I lay a hand on Lee's shoulder. You feel him gradually calming down with the contact. He rests his head on your hand as you stroke his cheek. After a few minutes, you remove your hand and settle back in your seat. You look for Lou in the rearview mirror and see him jotting something in his notebook. He knows about us. The fourth wall. Lou seems to always be writing in one way or another. You envy his tenacity. He can see the retries.
It seems that I have died a couple of times.
And you wonder if maybe that's what it takes to be a writer. Woo! Lee steps on the brakes and opens the door on his side. Wait here.
What happened? Can you see anything from there?
You shake your head. Here he comes. Huh? Ooh! A goat baby? It's Hurtfic, our new son. The one we made between the two of us isn't going to be an only child, it seems. Although neither of you say anything, you think you know what you have to do. Sacrifice the goat! Show her you can be a father. Oh, cute kid. Lee kisses you on the mouth and starts the car. A kiss? Oh, heck. In the back seat, Lou clears his throat.
I don't want to be anticlimactic, but, the demonization of the god Pan, Satan as a male goat.
Uh-oh. It looks like we've got a baby devil in the back seat, Chet.
You do know that there are records throughout history of bloody wars against goatmen, don't you?
The end. Was not what I was expecting. This was amazing. Oh, I accidentally skipped the credits there. They're rolling in the background now. A game by Nico Zarateris and Martinez goes with the collaboration of some other people. I wanted to have clicked this. I didn't mean to cover up that background credits. Weird ending, not gonna lie. Confused. I'm guessing there are multiple endings. Absolutely, as this is, again, choose your own adventure story. So, who knows the impact even at the very start of the game when we chose what card, black or red? What if, wait, 8 years later? Hang on. Oh, I can minimize that. 8 years later, chat. The men. There's me. Oh, isn't our child? Our wee babe. And our other child, our goat son.
I knew it!
She closes the curtains. Oh no. They know. You got the Raise Satan baby with Lou ending. Is that the bad end, Slime? Or is it the good end? I love my gay goat son. Me too, dude. And look, now we've got a gallery. Oh, make a really inaccurate drawing. So if we had got that Mothmen section, wow. Lose with 25 or more cards to go would have been a picture too. Damn. I'm not going to flip through all of these because they can kind of be spoilers, you could say. Though at the same time, it looks like these are also like special pictures we unlock. And we can also go in and just explicitly play solitaire. That's funny. But there you go. This was amazing. I loved this. Really, really cool short horror game. Yeah, that was great. The art in this is so good. I really like the sound effects and music that they used for it. It had a great atmosphere. This was a lot of fun. Oh my god. I loved this. I loved this. Chat, thank you everybody for coming on by to watch. Thank you for those who resubscribed, as well as for all of the bits, and for those who followed. Very appreciated. Now I feel all excited from this. It was definitely super cool, especially ending up with Goat Son at the ending. God dang it. It really makes me curious when I play these kinds of choice games, how much your choice really affects things, because there's always a lot of variation about how much choices impact your story, where it will give you completely different endings or give you basically the same, so on. I didn't see we changed this. It's so cute. Yeah, I updated it. Yeah. Regardless, thank you everybody for coming on by to watch. How about then we just nicely end the stream for today. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Saren Fate, which I think is going to be slightly lighter on in terms of farming. Somebody in the reviews described it kind of like a mix between Stardew and some other kind of, and like Pokemon something. I think you can catch monsters and like in it. It's very intriguing, but hey. Chat, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Farewell.